So thank you so much for coming to our live vlog show, which is the Rhythm of the Goddess. And I've been doing this for a couple months now. I'm really excited that we are about to be dawning a new decade. It's so incredible just to think about the, gosh, the amount of energy that's coming through right now. So I know a lot of us have been really bombarded with chaos and changes and transition, and it's been a lot. So I want to commend you for sticking it through and doing your practices. And today specifically, I want to talk to you about your new year, your new intention. We're just coming out of the new moon energy, moving into this energy of this new year, and then a brand new decade, 2020, which is just around the corner. So I know that normally this time of year, for many of us, especially type A personalities, have intended to get all our goals and all our ducks in a row, and this using things like this, our little planner and getting all of our stuff written in there and all the little tabs and having everything totally organized and having it all laid out. And that's just not how the energy is flowing this year for most of us anyway. And so I always work intuitively. If you are going against the flow, you're not working with your highest good. And if you're forcing things through and you're sitting there just staring at blank pages trying to write down goals, stop. Just stop. Go with the energy. Right now, as we come out of this really introspective time of the winter solstice, it's the 6th day of Hanukkah. The light on the menorah is growing stronger. The return of the light is here. And it is time for us to nestle in, to really snuggle in, be with the people that we love, be with our families, spend time with our pets, hang out with our dogs or our cat on our lap, read a book, do some writing, some journaling, some blogging, something for you. It may be something you produce later, but the time for production is not right now. The time is just to be present with this energy. So I want to speak to you a little bit about intention today and invite you to join me on January 11th for a live stream. We're going to be working with the vision boards. If you haven't ever done a vision board, if you have, I always recommend doing one every single year. We'll be creating a one-word intention together as a group, as a tribe on the live stream chat. You'll be able to participate in the chat if you sign up for the webinar here on my Facebook page as well, Lisa Ware Yoga for Love. It's called New Year, New Decade. And it's a vision board intention setting, and it's also a detox yoga practice. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. So today I want to talk to you about intention. Intention really drives our lives. And I found a really wonderful article that I was reading from the openmindcenter.com. And they were talking about what we focus on, what we put our energy, obviously leads us to our destination. So it's now and again that we tend to focus on, this is of course a time of year that we always focus on where we're going, setting our intentions, reattuning ourselves. The eve of the new year is coming. 2019 is coming to a close. The 20s are about to begin. So some people that I talked to about this have also thought about the fact that, I don't know if this has ever come to your attention until just now, but this is a 100-year cycle. So this is a cycle from the roaring 20s, from the 1920s to the 2020s. And in this 100 years, there has been so much transformation in the world as we know it. Just an incredible amount of shifts and changes. There is, in technology and AI-wise, there is more changes between these last 100 years, from the 1920s to now, 2019, end of 2019, and there was in the changes of all of humanity. That is an unfathomable fact. So there's no wonder why we're overwhelmed. And the problem with our intentions sometimes is that they're just too vague. Oh, I want to be happy. Oh, I want to find peace. Yes, of course, we all want happiness. We all want peace. But what does that look like? We have to be focused. And when we are not super focused, it leads to stagnation and apathy. So if we were to make changes in our lives, then we need clear goals and whole solutions. Our intentions are for soft, malleable, they're able to be shifted to go with the wind. And we're afraid to make our life uncomfortable. That's really kind of what it boils down to. So when these intentions are inevitably met obstacles, they're going to fail. So if you don't have something hard and fast and something that you really are really focused on working toward, then we need to focus on making that stronger and cleaner and clearer. And that is how we grow. So that way, when we're faced with adversity, then we can actually rise up and say, that does not match my vision for my life. And you can say no. A lot of us, especially as women, have a problem. We say yes too much to too many things, and then we water ourselves down. We water down our energy, we water down our focus, and we can't ever really kick ass at something really, really awesome. We can be really mediocre at a lot of things, but if you really want to kick ass in the 2020s, in this next decade, 2020 to 2030, then you need to be super clear about what your intentions are. So the energy of the new year supports rebirth. This can propel us into a sustainable and an exciting unknown area. But we should all embrace and continue to create this beautiful and blessed path that we are all so lucky to have. And so this always starts with gratitude. And as the Native American way, the beauty way, has always taught to focus on gratitude. I was just reading a really amazing story the other night in this book called Earth Angel, Become an Earth Angel. And it's talking about the archangels, and it's talking about the ways that we can actually affect others and affect the earth and affect the just everything that we touch. And it starts by just taking an example of walking on the grass. So there was a group that was walking on the grass, and then there was a Buddhist monk that had been practicing for a very long time that was walking on the grass in front of them. And as they stepped on the moist grass and were walking, then they just kind of looked back at their own path and saw that the grass was smashed flat. But as they were watching the leader, the one that had been the spiritual leader in the group, they saw that when he picked up his foot, the grass popped right back up, and he wasn't leaving a smashed path of footprints. And so they finally asked him, they said, well, Sensei, Guru, why is it that the grass beneath your feet does not lie down when you pick up your feet? And he said, that's because I walk and honor the earth with gratitude. And every step I take, I realize I'm walking on the bosom of my mother. And so if we take every step that we take in our life, if we realize we're walking in the beauty way, even something as small as a blade of grass will respond to us, and it will pop up with energy and life force because it knows it's being blessed. And this can sound like a fable, but this is actually real. This is real truth. Energy is prana. Energy is life force. It's chi. It's karma. It's the actions that we put out there, the yoga of action. And these actions are returned to us tenfold, hundredfold. And so if we just simply take a step on the earth and walk with grace and walk with beauty, and we are grateful for walking on the bosom of our mother with the bare feet, then the grass is surely to be happy and respond with excitement and joy by popping back up and reaching toward the sun. So if setting a new intention to you means that it seems like it's daunting, don't let it be. Just take this time to really just think about what you want your life to look like. What brings you the most joy, the highest frequency of good in your life, and go towards that. That is simply following the law of attraction. If you don't know where to start, just pop up some YouTube videos on the law of attraction, and literally they could play 24/7, 365, and you will not run out of content because there's so much recording that has been done from the law of attraction. Abraham and Jerry, the teachings of Abraham, Jerry, and Esther Hicks. And there's so many people that have recorded it and put it up online. That is one place to start. So if an intention means practicing yoga more, learning about stones and crystals, or taking a Reiki class that you've been thinking about, let's get started together. We've got you covered. I'm here for you. I want your 2020 to be the best year and the best decade ever. And so we have our coaches, we have our staff, we have our facilitators, we have our trainings available for you at a fingertip right here on our YouTube page and on my Facebook page, Lisa Ware Yoga for Love, on my Instagram at Yoga for Love Lisa. There, you can always connect to our tribe. Jump in with the Facebook group which is the Yoga for Love Global Goddess Tribe, and connect in an intimate way by developing friendships and sisterhood. And so we're here to help you focus on your intentions, to clear out those outdated patterns that are holding you back. And so I really look forward to working with you this next year. Again, mark on your calendar, January 11th, we're doing the wonderful vision board, goal setting, and hot yoga or detox yoga. You'll be able to do it live stream. I'll be streaming straight from my studio, and you can sign up for that through the link on the Facebook page. And just start thinking about what you want your life to look like. Creative visualization is one of the things that bring in your intention. And of course, start cutting out magazine pictures, start printing off things that you find online that you really love. And material things help to bring it into the root chakra, bringing it down from our thoughts. We start to speak it, we start to work with it, we start to bring it in. So start collecting pictures and images that you want to use for your vision board. And just kind of put that in a little notebook. I look forward to working with you. I'm so excited to be partnering with you and to be on this journey together. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I look forward again to seeing you next week. Namaste.
Shine, 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 shine.